Before these witnesses, I pledge to share my life openly with you, to speak the truth to you in love. I promise to show up every day and try. I will love you till death do us part.
I, Captain, take your daughter to be my lawfully wedded wife. Before these witnesses, I pledge to share my life openly with you, to speak the truth to you in love. I promise to show up every day.
Today on One, your daily dose of local affairs and social media commentary.
Today on One, women poorly represented in regional council elections. NUNW rallies behind Swapo party during elections. Gender Ministry engages #ShutItAllDown organizers. And Jerusalem hitmaker performs at Tourism Expo.
Theo Muyoro, the Chief Executive Officer of the Electoral Commission of Namibia, announced that women make up only 14% of the total nominations received for the regional council elections. While many political parties were busy campaigning for the November elections, hundreds of youth took to the streets to protest against sexual and gender-based violence, which demonstrated that SGBV is a critical issue for Namibia's social and economic development aspirations. According to the Chief Executive Officer of the ECN, he revealed that out of a total of 502 candidates nominated for the regional council elections from various political parties, only 70 of these nominees are women.
We have received a total nominations for the regional council's elections of 502 candidates. 502 candidates from political parties. And of this number, we have 92 candidates who will be contesting in specific constituencies as independent candidates. Just to give you a sense in terms of the gender breakdowns, you will notice that for the regional council's elections, we have received around 432 male candidates, as opposed to 70 female candidates contesting the regional council elections.
According to the United Nations Population Fund, women and girls, and in particular adolescent girls, continue to experience gender-based violence, teenage pregnancy, restrictive socio-cultural norms, limiting full exercise of human and women's rights. NAMPOL Inspector General Sebastian Teitunga urged all political parties to spare a moment during their campaigns and meetings to urge all citizens to refrain from GBV.
I would love to tell you, in your political meeting, this is a capella now. In your political meeting and the rallies, you spend 2 minutes or 3 minutes urging all of our citizens to make sure that they refrain from gender-based violence and to make sure that they protect one another from gender-based violence and other crimes. Spend 2 minutes. All of us. Don't use it to score political point. It's your civic duty.
Although women may be underrepresented in the regional and local governance sphere, according to Gender Links, women now constitute 46% of Namibia's parliament, up by 6% points from before the November elections. Namibia is also ranked on the top list globally and continentally in terms of the highest representation of women in parliament.
Get some more savings, like 2 selected older boy shorts, 400, save $39.90. Or get 2 selected tees for only 100, ages 7 to 15. More summer vibes and more savings, only at Ackermans.
SWAPO Party and the National Union of Namibian Workers have vowed to fight tooth and nail to protect Namibian workers and end the exploitation of workers in the country.
You will rally behind that. Can you just, Comrade Council, just starting, give me the color. We rally behind blue, red, green. And green. Yes. That is what anyone is going to rally behind.
With the elections around the corner, the National Union of Namibian Workers is pleading with the Namibian workers come November election to continue voting for SWAPO. They vowed to rally behind the SWAPO Party during the upcoming elections.
Those who does not want to support SWAPO Party must know that they are trying to create an economic crisis. Stability and growth of any country must reinforce each other in terms of economic development that SWAPO has brought to everybody. The country is still having endless struggle of inequality, poverty, and unemployment. The Namibian workers are still unsatisfied with the continuous job losses only to black Namibian workers. Let's address it all for the good of Namibian workers equally. Let us also look on how the international companies are trying to destroy our mighty SWAPO Party through their business operations and trying to increase social unrest. We should all be aware of that. There are some companies that comes here and think they can influence our politics and makes our politics demarcate.
The General Secretary of Natal, John Natangwe, said that their decision to support the SWAPO Party is because the party was formed by its members.
You must know that the current situation which you are facing, which you are campaigning for, or which you are against, is the regime change. Not necessary to say that SWAPO did not done anything. And the NUW knows that we have done so far good things, but how many times you have seen workers are being taken to court by resisting the bad treatment? Who supported these court cases? Some of you are is media houses, but most of your articles either against what the workers want to bring for. Please must know that the current campaign, the current political phenomenon in this country is nothing else but regime change. And even as the NUW, we will face that tooth and nail. Since the inception of the SWAPO Party, the workers have been there. It's not being because of during the attainment of independence. We have been part and parcel. Our forerunners have been part and parcel of the creation of the SWAPO Party.
Muniaro further said that the NUNW has built a strong political foundation with SWAPO.
Hello Namibia, my name is Adora and welcome to a brand new edition of the cool new show called The Ain't Like a Vibe. On this show, we get to know who our artists really are behind the scenes and what inspires them, what keeps them going, what makes them tick. What are some of your favorite sounds?
Trap music, hip-hop.
Yeah, okay.
Hip-hop, Afro dancehall.
Mm-hmm. We came from a background whereby we were raised by our grannies. Mm-hmm. So it's not a shameful thing for me to do because we used to sell and said we would work from Fambolokasi to Okuriangala.
Wala Namibia, this is your boy Tulisan. Don't forget to watch the Ain't Like a Vibe TV show on One Africa Television.
The Ministry of Gender Equality and Child Welfare recently held a consultative meeting between members of the hashtag Shut It All Down protest, law enforcement and members of various institutions with a stake in the ongoing sexual and gender-based violence crisis in the country. At the meeting, the Minister of Gender Equality and Child Welfare said the consultative engagement is part of further dialogue to be had between her ministry and members of hashtag Shut It All Down in order to find solutions to counter SGBV.
The ministry, just like the Shut It All Down movement, is concerned about the increase in the number of SGBV incidents in the country. It is disheartening to hear women and girls being raped and murdered. The country is losing productive citizens who were to make meaningful contribution to the development of this country. Children are being raped by family members, including biological parents, who are supposed to love and protect them. Fellow Namibians and partners fighting against GBV requires a collective effort, and I am glad that the objective of this consultative meeting is to share and develop collective strategies to address the common enemy that is GBV.
Also at the engagement was City Police Chief Abraham Kanime, who acknowledged that SGBV has indeed reached concerning levels, however pointing that law enforcement has limited resources in terms of funds, skills and lack of communication between law enforcement and other stakeholders in dealing with SGBV in the country.
We want that for us to come up with a committee to prevent for prevention and coordination on the gender-based violence, because everyone is now doing on his own. The second is we need to clarify the role of each group. Then we also streamline or map out our operational and administrative approach. And here we are talking about getting to the prevention on the ground. And we create a database. Here we already have the statistics. And I already said it's a detailed, timely. I'll show you why why I'm saying that. We need now to create a database of offenders and victims. Hopefully we have those people that have studied victimology. And if you look into the type of some of the victims, you may come up with the best way to change those people so that they cannot be victims again. Because in some cases, it's the same victim or it's the same offender.
The ministry further revealed that it has, through previous efforts, managed to increase and intensify capacity of its social workers, provided and upgraded various shelters in the country, and strengthened community capacity, care and prevention amongst other interventions.
Loves to jive. Tafolaga. Namibian like you.
The creator of the hit song Jerusalema, which also spawned an international dance challenge, has arrived in the land of the brave. The original Jerusalema music video currently stands over 200 million views on YouTube.
Jerusalema, ikhaya lami, ilondoloze.
The song and the challenge caught the attention of many Namibians who participated in the worldwide hashtag Jerusalema Dance Challenge. With a lot of creativity and teamwork, learners from the Onawa Secondary School in Namibia managed to get over 2 million views on YouTube through the challenge. Master KG will be performing at the 2020 Tourism Expo and is happy that everyone could participate in the dance.
Yo, I feel great. The atmosphere is super, Namibia, it's great, man. I love the city. It's Windhoek specifically. It's crazy, man. Can't wait for tonight, Is
it your first time here in Namibia?
No, Namibia, no. But here in Windhoek, it's the first time. I once went to Wessels. Wessels Bay. I don't know if I'm pronouncing.
Wolfish Bay.
Oh, Wolfish Bay. Yeah, yeah, that one. Yeah. I can look forward to fire, man. Crazy vibes, crazy sad, good music. Maybe play some of my new songs that I'm about to drop in the next coming weeks, Yeah, and we're gonna do the hashtag Jerusalem Dance Challenge together. I hope everyone is ready, Yay.
The Office of the Presidency and Bel Esprit took part in the famous dance challenge and managed to lead by example. Master KG said that he is looking forward to working with local artists.
Thanks for the love, thanks for the support. I feel like, the people are the ones who, took me to where I am today. Without the people, I don't think, I'll be here chatting to you, So I feel like, the love is out of this world. Namibia, Namibia is always like jamming to each and every song that I'm dropping. I remember, I always check the charts, the iTunes, the Apples, when I drop a new song, and I will see it up there at the top 5 or in number 1 in Namibia. So that shows you that the love is crazy. So I just want to say thanks to each and every person out there who's showing me love, and I always keep the good music coming, because that's what I always wanted to do. Because my plan is to get someone from Namibia on my next album. Doesn't matter how big the person is. I just want talent, as long as the person got all it takes to sing or everything like that. I feel like we can make something work.
Master KG is very happy to be in Namibia and is looking forward to returning to the land of the brave in the near future.
With trusted quality and great value on all Clicks brand products, switch and save. Buy Clicks Hydrate Body Cream 500 ml, $43.99 each. Buy Clicks Roll-On 50 ml, $11.50 each. And buy Clicks Toothpaste 110 grams, 4 for $51. Or buy Clicks Tampons from only $18.69 per pack. Clicks. Feel good. Pay less.
In other leading stories, the German embassy has supported the Namibian National Association of Deaf in Windhoek to offer workshops in developing responsive strategies to address gender-based violence among the deaf community during COVID-19. A total of 44,646 Namibia dollars from the micro-project fund of the German embassy was made available to implement 3 workshops for members of the deaf community. The workshops aim to educate the deaf youth on gender-based violence and to empower them by improving their knowledge on their rights and providing them with useful information on where to seek help in regards to GBV-related incidents. By offering these workshops to deaf youth, they can in turn act as multipliers and provide help and support in their own environment whenever the need arises. Amongst the participants were also some teachers who can use the knowledge to share with their learners at schools. And the last batch of Nama Blues will leave Namibia on Friday the 6th of November by air. At the beginning of the month, the last blueberries were harvested at the Mashari Berries Farm east of Rundu in the Kavango East region. Around 165 tons of blueberries have been reaped, most of which have been exported to Europe. Lawrence Lagrange, Managing Director of Mashari Irrigation, said that this is what they have expected, and having 8 tons per hectare is in the first last year is a good result, adding that these plants were only planted in November last year. Lagrange and his wife have been growing maize, grain and vegetables at Mashari Irrigation, a green scheme project with a private service provider on 465 hectares since 2005. According to Lagrange, 400 local women were employed to pick the berries and another 50 sorted and packed the valuable fruit. He further noted that they will most probably harvest around 500 tons next year when the plants are double the size compared to this year, and will have to employ up to 800 women from surrounding villages.
Welcome to Comments Corner, your daily dose of local comments from the hottest social media pages. Inspector General of the Namibian Police Force, Sebastian Letunga, has urged all parties, associations and independent candidates contesting in the upcoming regional and local authority elections to avoid inciting violence during the electoral process. Norbert said we have people that have been in politics for ages but are still politically immature. Pala said parties should campaign with their own strategies and promises without mentioning other political parties. Petrus said that he does not care as long as the ruling party is victorious. Sopo Regional Council candidate for Windhoek West, Emma Muteka, has vowed to assist the youth in her constituency with opportunities and promote safety in the suburbs. Adelaide said the Windhoek West constituency welcomes the young and energetic candidate. Vincent, on the other hand, said the party has lost direction. Lavano also said that she is at the wrong side. And that is all from Comments Corner. Be sure to post your comments on our social media pages for broadcast every day only on DN1.
My vote is a gateway to opportunities.
My vote is a reflection of my aspiration.
My vote expresses my versatility.
If you are 18 years old and a registered voter, make the first time count.
Get to the polls on the 25th November 2020 and vote for the candidate, political party or organization of your choice in the regional council and local authority elections. Make your mark with a cross on the ballot. Do what is right and be part of the decision. Namibia votes.
A look at the weather forecast. The Namibia interior partly cloudy and hot to very hot in the northeast and the Clutters region. Elsewhere sunny and hot to very hot. The coast partly cloudy and cool with fog patches at first, and the wind moderate northwesterly to southwesterly. Now we'll look at minimum and maximum temperatures across the country and beyond.
You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears have gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God.
Okuzako shivalelo shamemeo ahololange. Oholeo ya hololange. Ondavalululilwa homo family. Ondeo ye ilimu yange.
I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear.
Check it.
I am a child of God.
I'm kinda under Wakanda, I kind of the hunger for freedom deliberate. I used to carry the memories of sin on my back, size of the pyramid. I guess the message is clear, to live is for Christ is how I deliver it. I am no longer a slave to sin, I'm free, look at the documents. I got an acre in Jesus, my hero, look at the monuments. I am a part of the family tree, yeah, one of the occupants. He paid the price of sin in full, covered the monuments. Sometimes a fairy tale, very well, but I know him very well. He is simple to get, but deep, like 100 buried wells. He's got a name known to man, his name is Emmanuel. I am no longer a slave to fear, I got the manual. Look, I am no longer a slave to sin. Why? He's got the manual.
We've been liberated from a bondage. We're the sons and the daughters. Let us sing our freedom. Oh, oh, child.